Is that a frozen lightning bolt?
My fight with Thor ended there.
That's where you landed. No wonder there's bits of Tyr's statue all over the lake.
Another gravestone.
Wait. Be ready for combat.
Ragni the Zealous!
For the king! Immortal! Die!
Nasty hit! You alright, brother?
Guide me, my king!
Good riddance, you feckless ball bag!
You knew this warrior.
Do me a favor, brother. You see any more of these ghostly berserker tossers, give them the same. You'll be doing the Nine Realms a favor.
Did these... warriors wrong you at some point, Mimir? You're quite agitated, even for you.
No need to rehash ancient history if it's all the same to you.
Very well.
Never seen craftsmanship like this before. Can't imagine how old it is. Now where have we seen an artifact like that before?
Tyr's vault.
There! How was Sigrun when you saw her last?
She's still incorporeal, ever since Kratos set her free of her corrupted form. But she hasn't let that stop her from helping any way she can. The truth is, I owe her more than I can repay.
I doubt she'd see it that way. When we freed her, she could speak of little else but her reverence
The
for you.
oarsman. A monument to conquerors.
Made some lovely warships, though.
There's some debris over there. I'm guessing from Tyr's poor statue.
Iron peace, not a golden war.
Tyr used to talk about how heavy the cost of war was compared to its bounties. He felt like it was his responsibility to avoid it.
Kind of still does, in fact.
Mimir, look. Another Fjotalund marking.
Aye, this place must be part of Sigmund's kingdom. A first outpost preceding further expansion.
Incoming right side!
All these bones.
This is a tomb.
there's a staircase on the other side.
Watch yourself. Incoming back here!
Sad to see Seagram's homeland in such a terrible state.
You know, Mimir, if you want to take a tour of the kingdom, you might not like everything.
So, she loved another before me. There are worse things to discover about someone you love.
Yes, there certainly are. Another raven. There it is. The other staircase.
Maybe those runes can give us a bit of history about this place. It can't be.
It is.
Oh, Mimir.
Oh, an artifact from the River Empire. Never been myself. I hear it's lovely.
Look, the other half of the key.
I knew those key pieces would fit. Can't wait to see what lock it belongs to. King Helgi massacred her family just because he couldn't have her. Only her brother, Prince Dogr, survived to kill the Mad King.
Sigrun and her brother had issues over that.
Oh, and all the time Sigrun and I spent with each other, she never mentioned anything about this.
Maybe she liked the way you saw her.
I must say, I think we make a good team. With my brains, Kratos' brawn, and my lady's,
Wisdom, magic, ability to tolerate you for long periods of time.
I was going to say brutality.
That works.
What's your left? Suspect that's all of them.
These are Troll Raiders. Infamous for...
Eating wolves. Atreus and I rescued ours from such an encampment.
That was... kind of you. The Coal Raiders have been a blight on this land. The way they've abused its creatures. Perhaps we... should do something about them.
Perhaps. Mimir, what did you mean when you said Frey was not exactly a guest of the Aesir?
I meant by the time they burned it, he'd been a prisoner for some time. It was a mob of lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up and lit him aflame, as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of.
Hold. The wolves are distracted.
Enemy behind you,
Kratos! It will pass!
Enemies on the left!
That is all of them. They still whine.
Poor things. They can smell more danger.
The wolves fear that which can no longer hurt them.
The horrors of our past can be inextricable from the present. You have to understand that.
Ah, I knew I recognized those initials. The Ballad of Yari and Soma.
I'm not familiar.
An old tale, but a good one nonetheless. The carving marks their passage through this realm. We could always try and find the others if you're curious. Circling back to the topic of prophecies brought about by the efforts to avoid them, think I can recall such a story as you mentioned, brother. A Greek tale for the stage. Rather lurid, but very popular. You know the one?
Every Greek knows the tragedy of the king.
Yeah, word gets around about that sort of thing.
What it did to me? What it cost me to finally break it?
I'm no longer sure about you.
That's correct.
Well, Sigrun must have helped find your Valkyrie wings. Were they hidden in the place I guessed?
They were not. But yes, she did. Argued all the while I should let my anger go, but...
Wish
help me
for
just-
peace. Be ready for war.
Well, that's astute of the elves. Tyr never sought war, but he knew he had to be ready for it.
Aye, best be armed than not. Impressive looking weapon, isn't it?
It is big.
Freya, where is Sigrun now?
Impossible to say. She's on a mission spanning the realms in search of our lost sisters. Our hope is if she can bring their incorporeal spirits to Vanaheim, we can find a way to restore them to uncorrupted forms.
Either of you. What more is there to tell of Freya being burned by the Aesir mob?
Well, obviously he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable.
Wait. The wolves cannot focus.
Above your fire!
Enemies on the left!
Now maybe the wolves will cease their whining.